with week 15 of the NFL season just around the corner, we're going to be picking every game from this week. We got Thursday night games, we got Saturday night games, we got Sunday night games, and of course we got Monday night games. What a week it's about to be for pro football. Pro football is going to happen like on 4 different days this week. You got to love it as a fan. Players definitely hate it, but fans, we thrive on this, don't we? Anyway, let's kick it off with the Thursday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles, not San Diego, Chargers. Huge, crucial matchup for both teams. The Chargers need to have a win here to keep pace with the Chiefs for the NFC West. It's them as well as the Denver Broncos in a chase for that NFC West crown. It is going to be a big-time atmosphere in SoFi Stadium. You know damn well those Chiefs fans are going to travel to Los Angeles for that game, and it's going to be raucous. But the big question is, I think, is that Chiefs defense that has been able to, hold the Cowboys to under 20 points, hold the Raiders to under 10 points, I believe, in 2 of their matchups over the past few weeks. That defense has really come on. Is it going to keep pace with this Chargers offense that has been known at times this season to be very electric? That is the huge question, the critical thing that will decide this game. It's not even Pat Mahomes. It is Justin Herbert versus that defense, and that Chiefs defense versus themselves, because earlier on in the season, this was not a good defense at all. It was putrid at times. And if the Kansas City Chiefs, want to be able to say that they are going to be the champions, they got to win this game. With this win, they basically cement it. At that point, they're 10-4. The Chargers are 8-6, and they're in the driver's seat. They don't even need to win out to win that division. So, given that though, right now the Chiefs are hot. But I'm going to go with the young and up-and-coming I almost called them San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers. I think it's time for them to put up or shut up. We're going to find out in this game whether or not the Chargers are ready to compete this year. Let's find out. I'm going with San Diego in this one. Again, I call them San Diego. They should still be in San Diego, shouldn't they? Up next, we'll talk about the Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns and the Raiders will do battle at Saturdays at 4:30 p.m. Interesting time for football. Interesting time indeed. But 2 teams that started the season in the conversation of potentially being divisional winners, potentially being Super Bowl contenders. They both started the season very well. Raiders have now gone down to 6-7. They're at the point in the season where they annually just, depress their fans and, just tank. And now the Browns, they've also kind of hit a rough patch. Big win over the Ravens the other day, but they almost blew that one. So these are 2 teams that are struggling, 2 teams that are not meeting expectations that, honestly, at this point, I don't think can be considered Super Bowl contenders at all. But I'm going with the Browns in this one because I just do not think I think the Raiders are just going to get worse. This is the only team over the last 4 years that I've seen get perennially worse every single year as the season goes on. They're going to continue that this week. Up next, we got a battle between 2 teams that were on a bye week last week. The 9-4 New England Patriots taking on the Indianapolis Colts. In 2006, this would have been the primetime matchup to watch, but we're watching it in primetime on Saturday night, which is interesting. Mac Jones versus Carson Wentz. Bill Belichick versus Frank Reich. A lot of storylines in this one. Indianapolis Colts now could be in a position where they're going to be making the playoffs. I think they're actually the 7th seed right now, so they got a shot here. Patriots, obviously, they've won, I believe, now 7 in a row. They are just doing great, and they're doing it however they can. Sometimes it involves Mac Jones throwing the ball 30 times a game. Sometimes it involves Mac Jones throwing the ball 3 times a game. But one thing that I've stressed over the past few weeks is when Bill Belichick gets this hot, it is very difficult to go against Bill Belichick. It is very, very difficult. I know the Colts are at home. I know they're trending upwards. I know Carson Wentz is playing great. Jonathan Taylor is an absolute beast. I just cannot bring myself at this moment with Bill Belichick and the coaching job that he's doing this year. I cannot bring myself to take the Colts over the Patriots here. I'm taking Patriots in this one. Moving on to our Sunday slate of games, beginning with the Titans taking on the Steelers. Two teams that I think are very similar in a lot of ways. Inconsistent, yes, but have the potential to do a lot of damage. This week, I think it's going to be the Titans doing the damage in Pittsburgh. I think the Steelers are, again, a team that is trending downwards, that they're their own worst enemy. And you can say that equally about the Titans, but I think the Steelers are going to be in a position where they're actually going to get stomped here by the Titans. I think the Titans are in that place right now where they got that confidence off that big win against Jacksonville, and I think they're going to actually use that confidence to help them out this week. So I'm taking Titans in that one. Now we got the Panthers, the lowly Panthers, taking on the Bills. Why do I even have to talk about this game? Say whatever you want about the Bills. They're going to stomp the Panthers team. It doesn't matter. Cam's back. It doesn't matter. They're done. Yeah, I got Bills in that one. Don't even need to talk about it. Sorry, Bills Mafia. But salute to you. Eagles and Washington, very interesting game. Both of these teams still trying to keep pace. Not for the NFC West, although could the Cowboys, or NFC East, I should say, could the Cowboys, blow it, even though they're 9-4? Anything's possible in that division. They are both in contention for a wild card position, though, too, in that very tough wild card race in the NFC. Both are 6-7. The one caveat here is if Gardner Minshew starts. If Gardner Minshew starts, I'm taking the Eagles. Otherwise, I'm taking Washington because I think Washington has the more stable, has actually the more stable offense. They have receivers who are going to catch the ball when Heineke throws accurate passes. That same cannot be said with Jalen Hurts to his receivers, and that's no fault of Jalen Hurts. Gardner Minshew will actually, the thing that's different with Minshew, I think Minshew actually puts the ball in better positions at times than Jalen Hurts does. It's not necessarily better downfield, but I think it's better positions for his receivers to make catches and only his receivers to make catches. So I covered that in the video earlier on, though. I got Eagles in this one if Minshew starts. Otherwise, Washington. Y'all are making me choose, though. I'm going with the Eagles. Roll Minshew. Jags taking on the Texans. My God, what a mess of a matchup this is going to be. 0-0 to tie for this one. That's what I'm going with. Moving on, the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Football Giants. As much as I would love to see the Cowboys stomp or get stomped by the Giants and Danny Dimes, the Giants just don't got it. They just don't got it this year. 4-9. Their offense is just really bad. Going with the Cowboys. Please prove me wrong, New York. Please prove me wrong. Moving on, we got the Cardinals taking on the Lions. Quick one again. I love Dan Campbell. DC is going to be an amazing HC one day. This year is just not it. Though Cardinals in this one, they're going to be furious after that divisional loss to the Rams too. So they're out to prove something as well. Jets taking on the Dolphins. Dolphins are trending upward. They've won 5 in a row. After starting the season, 1-7? They are trending the hell upwards. They're in position to fight for a wild card spot. People don't think they are, but they are trending upwards and they are going to do it, I think. I think the Dolphins are going to win out. I've looked at their schedule. They have a few tough games, but I think the way that they're playing and especially the way they're playing defense and the aggressive nature of the playing defense, they're going to surprise a lot of people. I got the Dolphins in that one easily. Up next, Bengals and the Broncos. This is a difficult one because the Bengals usually after a big win this year, they've known to kind of just fall off a little bit. And the Broncos, they won last week, but they're one of they have a weird statistic. They're one of the worst scoring offenses in the league, but they're also one of the best scoring defenses in the league as far as points allowed. So take with that what you will. That being said, I think the Bengals get it done in Denver. I don't think the Broncos have enough offensive firepower, and you got to stop a lot of weapons. You got to stop Joe Mixon. You got to stop Jamar Chase. You got to stop Joe Burrow. It's going to be a tough test for the Broncos. I don't think they can do it, but we'll see what happens there. San Francisco is going to be hosting the Atlanta Falcons. Very easy prediction here. Atlanta's going to blow a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter. Book it. I got San Francisco. They're trending upwards as well. Got to love them. Oh, and now Russell Wilson and the poor Seahawks. Eliminated from playoff contention, basically, taking on the Rams, hot off a win, but also hot off of multiple players testing positive for the Rona. We'll see how many are able to play on Sunday, but And there's key players. There's Jalen Ramsey. There's OBJ. I'm not sure exactly what the status is for them as far as the old bunk. But that they still got Cooper Kupp. They still got Matt Stafford. They still got Aaron Donald. They're still going to be fine. I got the Rams in this one. Finally, moving on to our last afternoon game for Sunday. Green Bay Packers taking on my Baltimore Ravens. It doesn't even matter if Lamar is playing and he's playing at 90%. Ravens lose this game. We just don't have the defense to defend Aaron Rodgers. The Packers defense also has been known to be stout. The only way the Ravens win is by special teams, as the Bears almost proved last week. That is the big weakness of this Green Bay Packers team in special teams. So we'll see. And I wouldn't be saying it if I wasn't so unconfident about this. We are not winning this game. Do I want us to win? Yes. If we win, am I going to be happy? Damn right. But I just don't think we got it. Sunday Night Football. Saints are going to Tampa Bay. You know what? I don't care. I don't care if they lost to Dallas. I don't care what the situation is. I'm still all in on Taysom Hill. I'm still all in on the Saints team. They're beating the defending Super Bowl champions on Sunday Night Football in Tampa Bay. Don't give a shiznit. They're doing it. Prove me wrong. And finally, what a Monday night matchup this is going to be. Two teams that are very equally matched, I think. The divisional matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. They have not fired Matt Nagy up until this point. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to, even though I don't want to, I'm not a fan of Kirk Cousins, not a fan of the Minnesota Vikings team. They're going to implode, and I think the team is going to be blown up after this, but I just cannot take a Matt Nagy-led team right now. It's just, they are just proven to disappoint. That is it. That is it. But that's my predictions. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. We'll see what happens on Saturday. We'll see what happens on Thursday. We'll see what happens on Monday. So many days, so much football, so little time. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.